So, hi, my babies. I missed you all so much. I am sorry I did not. I haven't made a quality video for you all, for like the one person that watches this. I appreciate you very much. Okay, that one person. You're my everything. You missed this, didn't you? Anyways, that's beside the point here. Okay, we are going to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot, and it's just something I wanted to get just talk about, because I don't see a lot of other people talking about this, because I don't think a lot of other people have experience. Again, I don't know the statistics with this, what I'm about to talk about, but it's in regards to dentures and being 24 years old and having dentures. So this smile you see right before your eyes, that is, so this is what it is. Okay, so I have partials, and it's with that right there and right there. I know I look like I got it just this I look like I came out of Alcatraz or something. It doesn't help with my beanie and tattoos and stuff, but just roll with it. Like I got into a fight over, just got my teeth knocked out. But yeah, so you just take it like this, right? I'm not flipping you off. All right, relax. Take it like this, put it in. So with that said, and with that done, I wanted to talk about something that my feelings and experiences with having dentures for over the last 2 months now, I'd say, and just because it's been kind of a roller coaster, but it's been a roller coaster that has only gotten better, I'd say. Now, I don't know how many people deal with dentures at like my age, 24, 25, 26, or even under 30. I don't know what the numbers look like, but I can tell you that, okay, so for the last 3 years or so, I had that without my dentures. I had that smile, or I had that mouth, and it was very crushing to me when I had to get those 3 teeth removed. And one of the things is that you have this stigma, right? You have the stigma that, oh, it's because you don't take care of your teeth, or you just have really bad teeth, of like these people that it's kind of like the presumption that you get, when you don't have teeth. And no one can help it. That's kind of how we are as humans. We just are judged regardless. Impressions are huge. And it was, and I'm a big smiler. I smile like all the time, pretty much. It's just how I am. And just having that, for dealing with that for 3 years, was just absolutely, it was rough. It was super rough. I didn't feel confident in in myself, in my body. It was during a really interesting time too, that I won't get into, but it just, after, and then for like the last 2 years or so, it's just been a constant improvement, not physically, mentally. But one of the things that never got better was my confidence in myself, and it all came down to the smile, right? So again, I like to think I'm a pretty attractive person. All right, I'm not no like Taylor Lautner, or whatnot. But I like to think I'm pretty good. But it's just not having teeth just completely wipes out everything, with your confidence. At least for me personally. So it just I might trip over words. I apologize. It's just a little scattered right now. I just kind of I give you like the backstory on this. So I want to talk about like the pros and cons of having the dentures as much as I can think of. One of the Okay, so let's start with a pro. Okay, the pro is, as I said, confidence. Confidence was one of the first things that I saw as soon as I put them in at the dental office. I was sitting in the chair. The lady gave it to me. It's like, this is your teeth. These are your teeth. So I put them in, and as soon as I smiled, like I felt this like wave of like energy just go throughout my body, and it just radiated. It radiated until I took them out because, well, we'll cover that in another thing. But until I took them out, and then when I took them out, I kind of reverted back, and it's super weird to think about that. It's kind of like I'd almost say it's kind of like the feeling of like alcohol almost. So I'm not a big drinker anymore, but I will say when I had my teeth in, I I feel I have the confidence that I did when I was, say, like drinking, or you get when you're drinking, you get like this overall like radiation of like you you're able to like light up a room, and that's one of the biggest things is just the confidence aspect of it. It's just when you get it, that's the first thing you feel. Um, so with that said, I want to cover a negative. So one of the negatives is it being that not everyone can have dentures. Not everyone can get dentures. And unfortunate thing is that with insurance, and it's absolutely it's crappy to think about. To think that your insurance won't cover for the dentures and stuff. And one of the you know and it's just I don't know the price of my dentures. I guess I never asked because luckily my insurance paid for it in full, uh, which I'm super grateful for. But again, as I said, there's you it's kind of a toss up on whether or not you're able to get them, and it's really sucks, to know that to know that you might have to pay 500 to like 1,000 to 2,000 depending on how many teeth you're missing, what kind you're looking at, and it's a lot to think about, and and like in that thing, like I feel incredibly like bad that there's people out there that don't have the ability to um, but again, the thing is that there's other ways you can get around to it, such as like I've seen like pop-on veneers that are a thing. I've seen other places that do like partials and dentures that cost less than get them at the dentist or whatnot. But that's one of the things. It's just the expense of it. That's the con. It's just the expense and just this feeling that like this is like say like $1,000. This right here is like $1,000 per se, and if I lose it, that's $1,000 that it's kind of stressful in that way. just to know that. Uh, yeah. So let's go with another pro. If I can think of one. It really just boils down to confidence, and like that's the biggest thing that you get with it. Uh, is just the confidence and just this overall feeling. Because there's really no other pro that that, that comes with it. Like that's the main thing that you kind of want dentures for, other than like the practicality of, say, eating, which we'll get into as a con. The unfortunate thing is that so I have acrylics, and one of the things is just being paranoid, just a natural paranoid self that I am. You run into this thing of being very scared of eating anything, afraid, in fear of, yeah, losing your teeth, uh, and again, here's another con. Another con is the uh, the learning to talk. Like you have to learn to talk again, and that's an entire process within itself. Like I still have trouble talking, and I've had them for 2 months. I still have moments where I'm talking, and then all of a sudden they just slip out. Because the thing is, as much as those metal things are attached, they're really not. They're really not attached, and like the adjustment of it is just a complete pain. I had to go in twice or 3 times just to get them like adjusted, and that's one of the unfortunate things with dentures too, is just having this feeling of, say if you go out on a date or something, or just go out to eat or whatnot. Like drinking, I can do. Now, if it's like, have like water, soda, whatever, I'm perfectly fine with that. But it's just, it's a huge learning curve. Learning to eat. Just learning to eat with your teeth, because they might fall out, they might break. And that's one of the things. Is like, say if you go on a date or something, you don't want to go through this feeling of like, oh, 1 second I can't eat. You don't want to tell them that you have to pop it out so you can eat. It's a pain in that sense. See, and that happens. And just learning to talk, the roof of your mouth will be like a moist waterfall. Those two didn't even go together. Just roll with it, okay? Roll with it. But yeah, so I mean, it's like a waterfall. It's the top of the roof of your mouth. It just sucks. Learning to, like, having to relearn to talk, and then having this feeling of like, if you're talking to somebody, and you happen to touch the a certain part and it just pops out, and it's kind of awkward. There's some words I can't pronounce, like P. It kind of affects the tension on the dentures, and so that's that's unfortunate. But again, just as a whole, so I guess it just kind of it's I'm kind of speechless, I would say, in the feeling of having them. It's cut because it's just this thing of being 24 and kind of just naturally putting myself to other people, and just seeing how they are, and especially like when it comes to like dating and just trying to find somebody, it's just like it's super it's super rough because you just that's one of the things you don't want to break to somebody is that you know this smile that you have, it looks perfect and it looks great on your profile, but it's just like that's not. And again, it's just something that. Um, but I will say one thing: wouldn't change having dentures or this feeling for anything really. Uh, it has given me so much confidence, and it's put me on I can't say that word trajectory. There we are. It's put me on a trajectory towards greatness and this overall feeling of accomplishing whatever I want, in life. And that's kind of the thing that I'm most grateful for. Uh, and so I don't know if this was like helpful at all. If you are like say in your 20s and you are looking into getting dentures, I'd say it's a learning process for sure, and it's something that you'll never like truly be fully content with. But I will say that it is one of the greatest things to have happened to me within the last personally within like the last 2-3 years. It's it's unfathomable just how it makes me feel. Um, but yeah, so if you're looking into dentures and you're like in your 20s, I'd say go for it. If your insurance covers it in full, absolutely go for it. If you're having to dish out like say $500, I'd say it is worth it for the long run, because you don't want to live in like this feeling of like, oh, I'll never have I'll never have this confidence. I just lost my train of thought. Crap. That's an ongoing thing with me. It's an ongoing thing with me. Losing my. Yeah. So just look into them. If you have to pay for them, like half or something, or even in full, because you don't want to go for the rest of your life not being able to have this confidence that comes from this. Yeah, but again, just it's right there. It looks like a kindergarten. Like you could have had a kindergartner do this, and it cost as much as my first car. It was a '92 Toyota Corolla for $1,500. Yeah, but again, it's a learning process, and it's something that you'll never really truly come to be fully content with, because having dentures is very temporary in the sense that if you have partials or whatnot, or if you're missing all of your teeth and you can like implants and stuff. But if you just have like this, it's very like it's worth it if you are thinking about getting dentures. It's absolutely worth it. Yeah, there's really not much else I could say about it. I've been going on for 20 minutes, and I hope this suffices for you. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that how much just missing 3 teeth can do to you, and just having that feeling again. Just having this thing of like you can take on the world. It's a lot, but it's definitely worth it. So I hope you got something out of this. I'll put like this thing of you can times this by 2 playback speed, so you don't have to hear me ramble for 20 minutes. I don't know. Unless if you do, then I appreciate you a lot, because no one wants to hear me ramble for even a minute. It seems, I don't know. But yeah, so I hope this was helpful, and happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend or whatever day this you watch this on. And yeah, so that.